Hi everybody, this is Dr. Stephanie. This is on Friday afternoon, and I just wanted to take an opportunity to talk about something, a topic that came up in another group. We're going to talk about what to do with time off between jobs. Like I said, I'm Dr. Stephanie. I'm your double board certified critical care physician who works with physicians who are struggling with their jobs, burn out with their careers, or who just want some career advice. Through my books, webinars, coaching, and speaking, I help physicians discover alternative jobs and careers in medicine so that they can practice medicine on their own terms. So, like I said, we're going to talk today. We're going to spend a couple of minutes talking about what to do with your time off between jobs. Earlier this week, we talked about questions to ask yourself to see whether or not it's time for you to leave your job. Then we talked about steps to take before you submit your resignation and immediately after you submit your resignation. So now you've decided to leave your job, you submitted the resignation, and you just worked your last day. Now what do you do with yourself? You've got some time before you start another job, and you've got this period of time, and now what do we do? And this can be a little unsettling for us physicians because we work all the time. We've gone to school, we've done residencies, we've done fellowships, we've worked 80, 90, 100 hours a week. And then even when we're not working, sometimes we're on call, and then, it's just unheard of sometimes to have time off because we always feel as doctors that our time must be accounted for and that we are always have to be available for somebody else. So to have time off can sometimes be a little unsettling. So let's talk about that. I have experienced this. I do locums, but I have also had permanent jobs, and I've also transitioned from permanent jobs to locums, locums to permanent jobs, and back and forth. So I am very well aware of how it feels just to have this block of time that you didn't expect to have. But the first thing that you should do when you are blessed with unexpected time off is to rest and rest and rest some more. We physicians are chronically sleep deprived, and even if you don't think you're sleep deprived, you're still sleep deprived. We're burnt out. Everybody is running on some kind of low-key burnout, and even if you don't think you're burnt out, you're burnt out. We are tired, we are stressed, we're burnt out. So when you have some time off between jobs, rest. And I mean, know what it feels like to wake up in the morning when you naturally wake up, not having to wake up to the sound of an alarm clock and hit the snooze button 4 times. Know what it feels like to do regular things during regular hours, like to run your errands during normal time, like to be able to actually go to the grocery store at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, or to know what it's like to go to the bank at like 2 p.m. on a Wednesday, or to know what it's like to be able to go to the gym at any time during the day, or to know what it's like to go get your nails done during the day. So know what it feels like to do regular things during regular business hours. And it's going to take a while for you to learn how to feel like yourself again, to get reacquainted with who you are as a person and not what you do as a doctor. So for this time off that you have in between jobs, rest, 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 and then rest some more. The next thing that you need to do, and hopefully you kind of took this into consideration before you decided to leave your job and transition to another job, is just to make sure you have enough money to take care of your expenses. So just decide how much time you're going to be off between the next jobs that you have, and just make sure you have enough money to pay your bills. And that being said, also make sure you have the benefits that you need. So, if you're just leaving a permanent job and you had employer-sponsored benefits, see when your health insurance and things of that nature run out. You don't want there to be a gap in the coverage that you have. So if there's going to be a time between when you left your current job and when you're going to start a new job, and if that new job has employer-sponsored benefits, just see what the gap is going to be in terms of your health coverage. You can get COBRA. If you don't want to get COBRA, you can purchase a policy you can purchase a policy through the ACA as well also. And then just make sure, like I said, this should have been some things done before you left your prior job. So just check and make sure that your prior job doesn't owe you any money. Make sure that they don't owe you any bonuses, any production bonuses. Make sure that they aren't supposed to pay you for unused sick leave, vacation time, PTO. I know when I left a job, I had a job in which I got like 2 or 4 weeks of PTO a year, but I didn't use any of it, so they ended up paying me for that. When I left, I was owed bonuses, so I ended up getting paid for the quarterly bonuses for the prior quarter. So just check your contract, check and make sure that there's nothing else that they owe you, because you want to get all the monies that are due to you. And, start looking for another thing that you can do on your time off is to start looking for a new job if you don't already have a job. But as we all know, finding new physician employment takes anywhere from 3 to 6 months, depending on licensing and credentialing and things of that nature. So, just start the process. Also, if you're kind of unsure whether or not you want another permanent job, or if you're unsure what you want to do for the next phase of your life, but you do need some revenue, I would recommend you look to getting some locums. You can do locums on a short-term basis until you kind of figure things out. But the most important thing for you to do during this time that you have off, because all of the other stuff, ladies and gentlemen, it will take care of themselves. The universe provides when you need it. God provides things when you need it. And you're at this phase in your life for one reason and one reason only, and it's because you need it. And I can say this because I've been through this countless times. I do locums as a career. I do locums through locums companies. I do locums as a direct contract. And people cancel assignments. And sometimes they'll give you the 30-day notice that you need when you're going through a locums company. But sometimes when you're a direct hire and you work PRN and you are just locums directly, they'll take you off the schedule the minute they figure out that they don't need your coverage and they find somebody else who can do the work for cheaper. So with that being said, I've always had, situations with unexpected periods of time off, but I can always tell you this: it was always a time that I needed the time off. The Lord knows when I'm exhausted, when I am on the brink. And so therefore, if you're at this time in your life in which you've got some unexpected time off, look at this as an opportunity to reboot yourself, to regroup, and to figure out what it is you want out of your next job, but more importantly, what it is you want out of life. So with all that being said, so take this time off and have fun. Do fun stuff. Everything that you were unable to do while you were working that permanent job, this is the time to do it. If you want to travel, go travel. You want to take a cruise, take a cruise. If you have family and friends you need to visit, if you need to catch up on visiting people, you need to do that. If you need to rekindle old friendships, do that. If you want to get back in shape, this is the time of your life to get fit and fine in no time. Shout out to Dr. Regina Bailey, because you can actually go to the gym. You can actually hire a trainer and actually go work out with the trainer doing regular hours. So this is a great time for that. Go to the spa, do yoga, do whatever it is that you need to do so that you start feeling like yourself again. Not feeling like, Dr. Freeman. I had to feel like Stephanie. I had to find out who Stephanie was, and it took time. And sometimes I've taken off 3 months between jobs. It takes that amount of time. And that's okay. And for those of you who might be wondering what that looks like on your CV, it's not going to matter. If you have a couple of months off between jobs, a couple of months off between permanent jobs, it really doesn't matter. The only thing that people want to know is this, to make sure, you maintain your clinical skills. And for any employers that always ask for you to give an accounting for any time off greater than 30 days, all you have to say is that you spent this time in between jobs looking for jobs, and that's all that matters. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about the fact that you've had this time off in between jobs. Get rest, do what you need to do, have fun, but just focus on just, taking this time to rediscover who you are and to start feeling like yourself again. But please download my free copy of my Locums ebook. Locums is near and dear to my heart for several reasons. The main reason is because it's a good option for those of us who are in between jobs and you don't quite know whether you want another permanent job, you don't know where you want to work, where you want to live or anything, but you do need some revenue coming in the next couple of months. Locums gives you the opportunity to work without a long-term commitment. So I highly recommend it. And if you're interested in doing locums, please download your free copy of my Locums ebook. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I am here for you. We are in the CCM group, which is the Creating Careers in Medicine group, where we are here. This is a safe space for us to resuscitate our careers and revive our passion for medicine, because we are going to infuse our careers with practicing medicine on our own terms. Thanks, and I'll see you soon. Bye.